Hey everyone, I'm Molly and welcome to your practice. Today's gonna be 20 minutes to help the body release. So we'll find some rhythmic and grounded stretches and movement, and we'll finish up with some 4-7-8 breath, which can be really relaxing and releasing. So we're not gonna be really stagnant, but we're not gonna do anything too spicy. Should feel nice. Grab whatever props you need, a block, a bolster, anything to support you and bring the ground up to you. And then land your body here. Take a moment to set up your space. I like to use a room spray. You can use oils, candles, put on some music, anything that you want to do to return to your ritual, to your practice, and whatever helps you become more present and really in tune with your body. So, all right, we're gonna get started in a tabletop pose. Bring your hands out a little bit wider than shoulders, and knees a little bit wider than hips. So taking up a lot of space here, feeling all the points of contact with the palms and the knuckles, with the mat or with the earth. And then toes can be tucked or untucked. Feel your spine lengthening from the crown down to the tailbone. And close your eyes and start to soften and lengthen your breath in and out of your nose. Feeling it expand the rib cage and the belly. And then a gentle release back out. Maybe you feel yourself bringing something into your body, into your energy on an inhale. And then on an exhale, if there's anything you feel like you need to release, feel it pressing out through your palms into the earth, letting it go with the breath. Even if it's just a little bit of physical tension. Filling up and emptying out. One more cycle. You can blink your eyes open if you like. Let's take some big half circles with the hips. So drawing hips over towards the right side of the mat and shifting forward a little bit. And then circle back through center, arcing to the left. Really as slow and as big as you'd like to make these movements. Giving yourself a chance to arrive into your body for the day and just noticing any sensations, anything that feels good, anything that feels tight. Gentle stretching for the hips and glutes. So if there's anywhere you want to linger and pause and wiggle into, that's always an option. Couple more in each direction. Sometimes we're so worried about rushing on to the next pose or the next task that we have at hand that it doesn't give us a chance to really meet ourselves and notice the layers of us and really move anything through or release anything that might be stagnant or built up. So throughout class, make sure you give yourself the time and space that you need. There's nowhere else to be, there's no rush. Eventually, as you finish up, tuck your toes. Walk your hands back so you can find a malasana at the back of your mat. Toes will point out wide. You can adjust your stance as needed. You can sit up onto a prop or place something underneath your heels. And then walk your fingertips forward so you're in this fold in your squat. Release any holding in your face and your neck. Body is planted and heavy. And hands again are contacting the earth. finding comfort and stability. As you inhale, fill the body with breath. As you exhale, feel yourself sinking a little deeper into your pose. Next inhale lifts your head and your neck. We're going to take just a couple of dips of our knees down towards the center, so you can drop your right knee, finding that internal rotation of the leg, pivoting on the ball of the right foot. And then pry your right knee back open. Little pivot on the ball of the left foot as your left knee drops down to the center of the mat. So just moving and using your hands for support to kind of guide you and toggle you back and forth. One more on the right, and one more on the left. Good, sink your heel or your knees back to the mat. Drive your hips forward so you stack shoulders over pelvis. Find a tall kneeling. Tuck your toes for balance. And then bend your hips a little bit, so just a couple inches back. We're gonna take some cat-cows in our tall kneeling. So hopefully this feels good. It's almost like a circle chair cactus. As you inhale, draw your elbows back and arch through your spine. Shine your heart forward and up. As you exhale, round through the back body, sit your hips back a little bit and curl your elbows in towards each other, chin into chest. Inhale, hips press forward, elbows back, heart up and open. Exhale, curl and round and sink back in towards yourself. And then move with your breath. Let this become its own thing for you. If you want to take any different variations or organic movements, explorations. Just involving the spine, the shoulders, the hips. And we'll take one more inhale to open up, expand. And exhale, round and curl. Making this into its own little vinyasa. Inhale, tall kneeling, drive your hips forward, arms stretch overhead or cactus. Exhale, toes tuck, malasana with the fold. So just what we were doing before. Stretch your hands as far forward as you need for balance. Inhale, halfway lift. Lift your hips up, fingertips come to shins or to a block, crown of the head tugs forward. And exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Head hangs heavy, arms relax down. Inhale, drop your knees to the center of the mat, drive your hips forward, tall kneeling, open up, cactus or arms overhead. Exhale, malasana with a fold, using your hands for support. Finding that just switch of energy and motion from expansiveness to a little bit more of a internally domed space. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, fingertips to shins, spine is long, hips are back. And exhale, forward fold, let it go. Knees drop, inhale, cactus, tall kneeling. Exhale, yogi squat with a fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Lift your hips. And exhale to fold. Take your time exploring this little vinyasa. A couple more rounds on your own. With always the invitation to wiggle your own way. Linking breath with movement, moving energy through. Filling these poses with your intention instead of letting it just be an empty kind of rote task. And last round, finish up. Eventually landing in your forward fold at the back of your space. This is a really good place for a prop. If you have a pillow or a bolster, place it between your thighs and your belly or your rib cage. Bend your knees as much as you need and really drape your upper body over your lower body or over the bolster. Let your head go by shaking it yes and no. And again, feeling anything that needs to leave, just kind of draining out of you. Even if it's just a big breath, a big sigh. Good. Drop your knees to the mat as you're ready. Untuck your toes and sit your hips to your heels, finding Virasana. A couple shifts of the rib cage from side to side, just snaking through the middle of your body. Letting your shoulders and head and neck become involved. The hips rolling from side to side. Then come to a seat. Extend your right leg long. Left knee is bent, so the sole of your foot is somewhere towards the right inner thigh. Inhale for a tall spine as you slide your hands back along your legs. Lift up through the crown, root down through the pelvis. And exhale, twist to the left. Left fingertips behind you for support. Right hand comes onto the left knee. We're peeling our left shoulder open and back. Couple breaths to land here. Close your eyes. Feel the upper body revolving back to the left. Sending breath into the rib cage, down into the belly and the sides of the waist. Release the twist and find a fold over your right leg, just for a couple breaths. And we'll swap out our legs. Extend your left leg long, bend your right knee. Inhale first for a tall spine, sliding your hands back along your legs, lifting up through the heart. And exhale, twist to the right. Right fingertips behind you, left hand to right knee, and broaden across the collarbones. Release the twist and a gentle fold over the left leg. Closing eyes, curling in. Lift up so you can cross one shin in front of the other for Sukhasana, easy seat. Shift your weight from sit bone to sit bone. Then a couple of rounds of cat-cow as you inhale. Pull your hands into your knees. Arch through the spine, drop your head back. As you exhale, curl in, tuck chin to chest, and round through the back body. Inhale, cow pose. And exhale to cat. It's our final posture before we settle into some breath work. So really any other little nooks and crannies you want to feel good in, take that with this shape. And then you're welcome to stay in your Sukhasana for your breath work. You could sit up onto a bolster to bring the hips higher than the knees, or onto a pillow, onto a block. You could also take this laying down. It's tune into your energy, tune into your needs right now. If you're really trying to like release and become really wide and heavy and soft on the mat, I would recommend laying down, but whatever you want to do. We'll meet in stillness. And close your eyes down. Wherever you are, seal your lips and notice just a couple of natural breaths in and out of the nose. Letting yourself settle in for a little bit of stillness. And as you're ready, we're going to take 4, 7, 8 breaths. Our inhale will be a count of 4. We'll hold at the top for 7 and exhale for 8. Soft and slow breaths. Empty the air from your lungs. In and out through the nose. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, hold 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 7. Exhale for 8. Two or 3 more rounds on your own. Release any count. Take a full inhale to the top. Hold for a second or 2. And exhale a sigh out of your mouth. Let it go. Feel your body drop down. You have the option to stay and linger in silence for as long as you have time for. If you're ready to transition out, we'll roll onto a side, keeping our eyes closed. Come to a seat, and we'll do one more round of our breath work all together in a seat. Emptying the air from your lungs, sealing your lips. Inhale for 4. Hold for 7. And exhale for 8. Inhale, palms come to touch in center at your third eye or at your heart. And exhale, bow forward, namaste. And gratitude for your practice, for your body, for a little bit of space, for the ability to meet yourself, all the energy and all the layers of you, and hopefully find some feel-good movement and a little bit of release. You can start to blink your eyes open and slide your hands along your body, take in the space around you, and take your time in this transition space between your practice and the rest of your day. Take what you need, but thanks for being here. I hope you feel great, and I will see you next time.